I'm Blade Hodge, and today I'm going to tell y'all about Babe Ruth. Who was Babe Ruth? Babe Ruth was referred to as the greatest baseball player of all time. He was born February 6, 1895. He had many nicknames. Some of them were the Sultan of Swat, the Home Run King, Great Bambino, and the Babe. His born name was George Herman Ruth Jr. He got into a lot of trouble when he was young because his family owned a restaurant in Baltimore, Maryland, and his parents worked late, so they didn't have time to watch him, so he ran around the streets with his friends and getting into trouble. When he was 7 years old, he was sent to St. Mary's Industrial School for Boys until he was 19. St. Mary's is where he learned to play baseball. He was a natural athlete on the baseball field, but Brother Matthias, the prefect of discipline at St. Mary's, helped Babe tune his skills. Jack Dunn recruited him out of St. Mary's when he was 19 from the Baltimore Orioles. He signed him for only $600, and Babe was ecstatic because he got to play baseball, the game he loved, for a living. After only 5 months of signing with Baltimore, he was sold to the Red Sox because Jack Dunn ran out of money. His rookie year was 1914. He didn't get to play much, but he played. If he did get to play, it was in the minor leagues. Whenever he was in the majors, he just sat the bench a lot. He was also married to Helen Woodford in 1914. The next year, in 1915, he started pitching for the Red Sox. He was an amazing pitcher. He went from great to extraordinary. He pitched his 29th scoreless inning in the World Series in 1918, a record that stood for 43 years. In 1919, he wanted to hit more, which resulted in pitching less. He hit 29 home runs that year, which was a new record. In 1920, he was traded to the New York Yankees. He was traded for $125,000, which was more than double paid for any Major League Baseball player in that era. He hit 54 home runs in 1920, 59 in 1921, which were both records that he broke himself. In 1927, he hit 60 home runs, which was a record that stood for 67 years. He was a partier and lived a wild life. He broke all the team rules and partied and drank and did crazy things. This lifestyle wrecked his marriage with his wife, but they were Catholic, so they didn't believe in divorce. So in 1925, they separated permanently. Their daughter, which they adopted, lived with Helen. Helen died in 1929 in a house fire. Babe remarried to model Claire Merritt Hodgkin, who tried to help Babe curb some of his worst habits. The latter part of Babe's career, he was getting older and knew it was close to retirement, so he started trying to find a job as a manager. But a lot of owners wouldn't take a chance on letting him manage a team by himself because of his crazy lifestyle. When he couldn't find a managing job, he switched teams to the Boston Braves and tried to find an assistant manager job there while playing for them. That didn't work either, so he decided to retire. On May the 25th, 1935, Babe Ruth hit his 714th career home run. 5 days later, he played his last game in Major League Baseball. Babe's home run record stood until broken by Hank Aaron in 1974. He retired, but he didn't stay idle. He traveled, played golf, bowled, visited sick children in the hospital, and played in numerous exhibition games. He was one of the first 5 people inducted into the newly created Hall of Fame in 1936. In 1946, he entered a hospital with a monstrous pain over his eye that lasted for months. He went to get it checked out. Come to find out, it was cancer, and he had surgery on it to remove it, but it was only partially removed and soon grew back. The cancer caused his death on August 16, 1948 at age 50.